But Americans, some of them like to think that there's a magic secret bullet out there that's going to fix everything for them. And I'm sorry, folks, it isn't Donald Trump.
The Ron Paul thing, all the people out there, you know, all the ones who are he's too old or he can't win, well, they need to understand that it's the message, not the man. You know, and who thinks that Ron Paul wouldn't put a like-minded person to his right hand anyway?
Well, regardless, Ron Paul jogs, rides bikes every day, eats like a bird, and he's probably got the body of about a 68-year-old, not a 75-year-old. And, you know, he'd get in there and be out of office in one term, you know, when he was 80 or 84. And but again, Ron Paul isn't going to save us. He's one step towards that. We've got to take the states back through 10th Amendment nullification. Great points, Justin, Steve, Tim, Jamie, Tim, and others. Your calls straight ahead on the other side. Lord Christopher Moncton. Then we're going to get into the dollar situation with Porter Stansbury. And yeah, the head of Al-Qaeda meets secretly at the Pentagon. And the hijackers were trained at U.S. bases. I mean, on and on and on. I don't believe any of it. Obama might be from England. He might be from Canada. I don't care. He's a teleprompter reader. He looks nothing like his father. Of course it's all a big lie. I don't know what the lie is, but they've been covering it up and telling you that computer printout was his birth certificate for over 2 years, and now they've released one that doesn't even have the vital statistics on it. I was noticing all of them. I don't know. And now his race is African. I never heard of that. I mean, that's something that came out in the 70s and 80s. Folks, something's going on here, and it's like designed to make us focus on it. So I'm being forced to cover it because everybody's obsessed with it. Remember 2 years ago I get criticized for not really talking about it? I had a few guests on. I'm getting tired of it, but we got to cover it because by covering it, we can show people the full spectrum of what's going on. Oh, I'm getting mad now. Who's up next here? Stephen in Florida, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, Alex. I want to give my take on this birth certificate issue, and then if you have time, I want to relate a conversation I had recently with a neighbor about this 6-year-old girl in New Orleans whose mother you just recently interviewed about this molestation by the TSA. But here's my take on this. You know, I was thinking about, you know, you've covered at length how Beck co-opted the Tea Party / Patriot movement basically to nullify it and, you know, put their own spin on it. And I think in the same respect, what's going on here is these people have taken, you know, people don't understand America. The media, as you brought out, is run by the Pentagon. You know, it's all about psyops and why you call your site InfoWars, and they don't understand how propaganda works and how they're masters at manipulating people's thinking to get them to react in a certain way. But I think this is where what they're doing is taking a legitimate issue of this guy's birth and co-opting it in order to make it, you know, in a sense, a non-issue by saying, well, we brought it out now, so, you know, we've neutralized this. But more importantly, as you brought out, to make it a diversionary tactic from the bigger issues of which this is just like the tip of the iceberg.
And because Obama is wrong on wars, torture, the economy, the insider behavior, the government health care, the waivers for his buddies, because he is just on every front plunging, this can be a little fake win for him. And then it further politicizes stuff. So now if you say Barack Obama hired the head of GE and then signed waivers for their power plants, they're like, oh, yeah, just like the birth certificate. Hey, the sky's blue. Oh, and next you're going to say Obama doesn't have a birth certificate? Now, what was your comment on the other issue?
Well, what I want to say is I talked to a neighbor of mine, and basically what he said when I was discussing the TSA molesting children, well, but if the parents have the kid loaded down with drugs, sure, why not?
Oh, exactly. I mean, and now they got TSA on the streets, and he'll let his wife and daughter have this done to him, and next is proctology exams. They're actually talking about that.